There we go. I'm joined by a very long-standing, brilliant client, great guy, Martin Stead. How the hell are we, mate?
I'm good. All the better for that intro. Thank you.
You're welcome. I've done some stellar intros over the past couple of days for people, but I mean every word of it, mate. Like, some of the work that you're doing is incredible, and I can say it more based on the inputs that you have inside C2C and how long you've been with us. Always turning up, adding value, positivity is a massive value of mine, and I think we kind of align on that. Anyway, without blowing too much smoke up your ass, let's hop into the matter at hand. I asked everyone inside the C2C client base if they wanted to go live. A good few people said yes, and I said, well, what is the problem that I can help you solve in like 15 minutes or so? And I've got yours here, but I'm interested to know, one, if it's changed, or two, if you want to frame it differently for anyone else, or are you happy for me to just read out what you wrote because you can't remember?
Yes.
Option C. Okay, cool.
Read it out, but I might add to it. Yeah, it's still good.
Okay. Before we do that, actually, let you do yourself justice with a proper intro. Just a sentence or two. What do you sell and who do you sell it to? Just so people watching have got context.
Sure. So I am a business mentor and consultant. I work one-to-one with seven-figure businesses or aspiring seven-figure businesses. And I also run a peer advisory board for similar sized businesses who can get together once a month and share their problems and help each other sort them out, facilitated by me.
Fantastic. Thanks, mate. Okay, so I know obviously you've got the one-to-one clients, you've got some peer advisory board members / clients as well, which is great. But you obviously use local networking and existing contacts of yours to fill some of those things. And now we're looking at LinkedIn and how to utilize that as effectively as possible. You mentioned, and please feel free to reword, I'm doing the basics, posting, connecting, welcome messages, not getting enough signals from people that I could progress towards sales calls.
Absolutely. That's it. Yeah. It's the last thing I want to do is pitch slap someone. So, give them a little welcome message in the DMs after we've connected, which I think is always nice to do. Just, hi, how are you doing? And then boom. Do you need a business mentor? It's just horrendous. So it's trying to, I guess, find out who is in the market for something, because, in the market out there, there's 5-10% that might be in the market for buying what you're selling at any one time. So I guess it's finding those people and then trying to strike up a conversation.
Yeah. Okay. And how's that initial sort of message been received?
Okay.
Response from it?
A little bit. It's just a hi, how are you doing? Thought I'd send you a message before we get lost in the stats of connections. I maybe get 1 in 10 or 15 with a hello back, something like that. So not loads.
So we could change that first message. Well, let me be aligned with you in that I hate the pitch slap side of things. But we do have to be aware that there are people that are doing that, and it will work when they do it at scale. I know that's not your style, also not mine. But we could get a little bit more. I guess it depends, right? If you've gone and initiated the connection request on LinkedIn to someone, that's almost like me going to you, hey, Martin, will you be my friend? And like, you've got all the power because you get to say yes or no. And then if I start approaching you, trying to sell you something, it's a bit weird. Whereas if you go to me, hey, Chris, can I be your friend? And I go, yeah. Why? Do you want to buy something? Or are you just here for the content? That kind of thing. I hold a bit more of the power. So
sure.
I think there are two different approaches depending on where the relationship has almost started from. I always like to tie it back to very simple journeys and real life situations. So you'll be aware of like the 3-step journey that we talk about inside C2C. Obviously, it's massively nuanced, but we capture attention, we build trust with that attention, then we convert the trust. We've only just captured these people's attention. We've only just become friends. So I'm not going to ask you to marry me on the first date kind of thing. But what we can do is potentially just put assets and combinations of words and different things in front of them to nudge them ever so closer and build that trust before we make an ask, which is probably more your style. I would consider, mate, making an asset that you could send to people. So you connect with me, I accept, you go, hey, how's it going? And then whether I respond or not, you could follow up with a message a couple of days later and just go, hey, I don't know if this is interesting or not, but I've actually just put together XYZ. It's made specifically for people like you, but describe them. And you can do that manually or have a VA do it. And then you could either send it straight away, which I'm not a massive fan of, or you could ask them, would you like me to send it over? It's completely free. And you can do that through a voice note rather than a text DM as well. That in itself will allow people to self-qualify or self-disqualify. And there's just a few things you'd have to consider there. It's like, one, what's the asset, which we can talk about in a sec. And two, how are we delivering it? Are we going to give it up front, or are we going to ask permission first? You go with what's more your style. I recommend testing. So you place a link to something directly in the chat, or you ask if they want the link to something. That could work. I had some one-to-one clients a while ago who sold to recruitment consultants. They had a few case studies already. So I was just like, why don't you do a 5-minute video? And they were happy to go cold, like literally not even connected, message anyone, don't give a shit. I was like, this is perfect. Here's exactly what I would do. So we made like a 5-minute explainer video, just them talking about how they helped Ben, a recruitment consultant, change his life or whatever, big result. And that just sat on a landing page. And then they just DM'd people with a video, and it was a selfie video, just like, I think it's just said walk around. And like just film it, make sure it's under a minute and it's under 20 megabytes. And then you can almost send that directly in the DMs. Like, hey, mate, great to connect. Just a quick one. I don't know if it's interesting or not, because I hate it when people pitch slap in the DMs. It does my nut in. I've actually just put together a video where I break down exactly how we work with tons of recruitment consultants. I've just made a video that breaks down the exact process we went through with Ben, who does something similar, very similar to you, and helped him get this thing. If you want it, let me know. Just reply with a thumbs up or something. I'll ping it over, or I'll stick the link for you underneath this for you if you want to check it out. And then that gives you another opportunity to then follow up. Like, what did you think? Did you watch it? Or they'll come back to you and say, yeah, that's great, or whatever. But that's just something you can do to nudge them. All again, if we pique their interest, they're then going to start viewing your profile, maybe clicking around, checking out the website. And then if they've been on your profile, they're more likely to now start to see your content because they've demonstrated a certain level of intent.
Yeah.
So that could be, I mean, I've said a lot without you saying a lot, but how's that like? How are you meeting that, or what's that being met with your side?
No, I really like that. Look, you know me as you've hinted at, and whilst I wouldn't pick, I have no problem in messaging anyone, particularly. I've not got a barrier to get through in that respect. But it has to feel like it's the right thing, and that does. You know, if they think it's useful, they'll go ahead and watch it or read it or, you know, digest it. And it just gives you that next step rather than just hello, and you either get a hello back and then it's crickets and it's like, oh, move on. But you're not giving it the best shot. Once somebody's connected, they are showing a modicum of interest, aren't they? That's a tiny signal. Otherwise, they'd just say no. So it's our duty really to take it beyond just hi, how are you doing? And that feels like a really nice, natural, comfortable step. I like it.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I think something along those lines. And what I've been saying to other people I've been doing the lives with is just sit with this for 24 hours. We've got a call tomorrow that we can talk about it in a bit more detail and just see what comes up, what other ideas come to fruition. What I will probably do though, mate, rather than just focusing on the new connections, you've got shitloads of people you're already connected with.
Yeah.
So making that asset and testing them out on people who are already warm, who are already in your network, is probably going to yield better results. Even if you sent them a message 6 months ago, they're not responding, you just go, hey, again, testing text versus voice notes, sending link versus asking if they want the link. There's like a few variables you can play with. And then, speaking to people who have been in your world for a lot longer time is probably going to get met with a better reaction. So be like, appreciate, we've not spoken in ages, or we've been connected for a while and not even spoken. Crazy. I don't know if this is relevant or not. I don't like pestering people, but I've actually just filmed something that looks perfect for, like, specifically for you type of person. Here's the link if you want to check it out. It's a full breakdown of how I helped Dave achieve goal.
Yeah. Perfect.
So I'd start there, and it almost comes from like, right, what's the end of the journey? Well, we're trying to book a call. So the asset needs to make sure that there is a CTA and enough proof to get them to book a call. Not everyone will. So it needs to really touch on like the pain points and the daily frustrations that they have, the stuff that they wake up on Monday morning like wanting to achieve. We package that into a 5-7 minute little video. Maybe we can do like 2 or 3 of them depending on industry or certain audience criteria. And then it's, how do we get people onto the fucking page?
All right.
So just reverse engineering the journey. So I'd put effort into thinking about the asset first, and then we can have a bunch of different asks that we just like rotate and test. And then we go, right, this one always seems to get better results.
Yeah. In terms of the asset, would you go more of that video explain, here's how we do it, here's the proof, etc., rather than some sort of physical asset that they could potentially implement themselves?
You can do a mix, and there's only 2 real lead magnets or like assets that I fully believe in. One is a tool that they can put to use straight away. The other is video. A combination will be powerful. So it's almost like I've built a tool that does this, and there's a video that walks you through how to do it. Reason I'm so hot on video, you can get your personality to come through, and you control the whole narrative. Whereas text just isn't quite as good. So video is great, but a tool, as you rightly say, that they can use straight away, pretty fucking powerful as well. And you can build some crazy stuff in Claude Code. Just takes a little while.
Don't give me something else to play with.
No, like stay away. I'll do all the research, and I'll try and find the simplest way for people to use it. Because I did a 22-hour day the other day on Claude Code.
I bet you thought you'd only been on it 8 hours.
It was mental. No, I was feeling it at the end. I think it was like 5 a.m. I was like, I said to myself, I am not going to sleep until the C2C app is built. And I cracked it. It's not out there, but it's live on a website in 22 hours. And it does most of what I want it to do. It just fucked me up for the rest of the week. Yeah. You just got to pull an all-nighter sometimes if you need to. But it's just the refining side of things. But yeah, that's a multi-step tool. I think you could create. Remember what the point of a lead magnet is. It's just solving a micro problem or giving them something they can do that solves one of their small problems very quickly and opens up the next one.
Yeah. Nice. So, I like that.
Sit with it, mate. Have a think. And then tomorrow night, let us know what comes up. There'll probably be a few people that I've spoken to who have like questions and ideas. But you could stick anything there. It's like, how do we increase trust as fast as possible and maybe get some email addresses off the back of it and allow us to have conversations if LinkedIn DM's the route we want to go down. And the other thing I'll probably think about is like, who can you get that you already know to put you in a conversation with someone in the DMs as well? It's like a 3-way. So you come to me and go, Chris, you're connected with this guy. I want to fucking speak to him. Do me a favor. Do us a 3-way chat on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
So that's really thinking about your hyper local people, like who are they connected to?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
So
another,
going through. Yeah. So you'd need the sales nav for that to go through the connections and.
I don't know. I think you could probably. It depends on someone's profile settings, or it certainly used to. I've not done it in a while, but I think I could hit your profile without me having sales nav, and if the security on your profile was set up to let me look through your followers and connections, then I can do it just by clicking on the link. Go and try it. If you've got someone in mind now, click on the profile and see if you can view the connections. If not, yes, sales nav.
Yeah, cool. Okay. No, but that makes sense as well. That's just milking the nodes that are closest to you, isn't it? To get the easy intros.
Yeah, juice the existing network, like easily the best way.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you
Amazing,
very much.
dude.
Love that.
You're welcome. Yeah, enjoyed it, dude. I'm done for lives now. So thank you for being the last one. I'm raring to go still though. I should probably just do some of my own or something. Now I'm gonna go and take a break, go and enjoy the sun for a little bit. But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow night, mate.
See you tomorrow night. Awesome.
Amazing. Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Can't find the end stream button. There we go. Fucked it all up at the last minute.